It was like 11 in the morning. Skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning. I had me a pop by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning. I had a six by the morning. I got on a meat, no pneumonia. The rats keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder. You got a picture. You got the picture me. Pacific ice, I'm an ocean. Ready for war like I'm Russian. Ladies should never the luggage. My diamonds, they tussling. My neck and my belly, they call it for me. You want me like me, you know, look. Yeah, her Rex on her. Yeah, big Rex better calm down. Yeah, if you go around, come around. Yeah, whole squad. Yeah, squad goes on the.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their men in blue emerging from the life tunnels. We're set to go as the Giants get ready to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Two teams that met in Super Bowl 35 down in Tampa. The Ravens and Giants are underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure right. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Now it's Jackson. Crabtree with it over the middle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, I mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was looking for Crabtree that time. So after the INT, it's Manning. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. On second down, here's Manning. Steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Throwing is Manning on third down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
I feel like Eli Manning has just gone from downfield bomber to a guy who can complete everything.
He can hit him underneath now.
Yeah, we just saw that there with that pass completion. The maturity of a veteran taking what the defense will give him.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
And this is going to be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Manning going to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness. People miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. So we got 3 at 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face-eye, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And an alley to run. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Flush to his right. Finding his safety valve here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
On 2nd down, Jackson. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
When the defense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
First red zone chance now for the Ravens. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. Now it's Jackson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there from 8 yards out, and the Ravens are in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's to now out to kick this one away. This will be taken short. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Jackson and the Ravens come up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He sets to fire deep. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Madden. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to do him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Manning again here on 2nd and 10. Looking for Shepard deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. And we've arrived at the 2-minute warning here in half number 1. After the interception, here's Jackson. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Jackson from the shotgun, rolling to his right. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mind is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage, they can often throw it over your head.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out ahead. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. Manning to throw on second down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first and 10, here's Manning. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Manning. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
The man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. The Giants on third down, just 1 for 3 so far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Manning. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Manning. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And with just 4 seconds left first half, a timeout call. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. One final try now for Manning. And incomplete on the deep ball. So quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Here's Manning to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Shepard. There goes Sterling Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, 78 yards. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post-route?
No, it's a thing. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Forced out to his left. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Jackson looking to throw on third. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. He's now thrown 4 interceptions, and I hate to mention this, but he's a guy that has twice thrown 5 in his career in a single game.
Hard to believe, isn't it? And the tougher it is, playing in this NFL, you don't normally just back off totally from throwing the football, do you? So potential exists for that 5th one to occur.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now Manning. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
We've watched a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Now Manning. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Crabtree with it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of a win at a Baltimore first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now Jackson on 2nd down, eluding the pressure right. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Now Jackson on 1st down, being chased out left. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the cover too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at 30-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And last time this unit was out here, Sleep turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, they can recoup and recover. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before taken down. He got 29 yards that time. A first down carry for Barkley. And dropped at the 35, but able to display some strength on the run. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. Going for the deep ball. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. Down now. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, always trying to get him the football.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Manning, gotta have this one. He finds Beckham complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain to play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Shotgun now for Manning. And this is going to be incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And Ingram holds it in. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. A big play looming for the Giants as they'll go for 2. Again, it's Manning. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. Rosas now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take back to about the 19-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. After the touch.
With your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
All right, partner, defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs some plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections are off.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And now the Giants will stop play as they get timeout defensively. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Right back to him on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Here's Jackson. And an alley to run. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just wrap this one up. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they take a knee. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Victory all but assured now as they take in here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory.
And how about this finish? Able to take a knee, run out the clock, and close this game out by 1 point. You talk about how many coaches we talked to? They all said the same. All I want to do is win by 1 point. That got tested in this one.
Yep, and that cliche rings true. A single penny separates this one. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.